Hey y'all, we are back. We had just finished watching Immigration Nation episode 3. And again, just flabbergasted of how deep this thing goes. And again, just, the saying, it be your own people.
So, guys, episode 3 touched on two major points. How they converted the prison system to being a detention system for ISIS. And then also how a lot of immigrants that actually served in the military that were denied access back into the United States or was deported.
Yes.
Our military guys, the people that fight for us,
People that have served in our military. I never would even think that the people that have served in our military would have to worry about immigration issues.
well,
I mean,
we worry about a lot, but
we do, but honestly, I never thought, I just didn't think.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, people, you know me, so I'm very disappointed. But this sounds like old America.
As always.
A playbook, a page out of the old playbook.
Always. It's just a page out of the old playbook.
Mm-hmm.
America just being America and just being, not caring and not having any empathy and not showing any type of humanity towards the people that really keep this country going and keep us safe.
Because as we remember, they did the same thing to blacks in every war. Civil War, with gaining the freedom against British in the United States. It was crazy because we fought. And a lot of us did fight for the British. But a lot of us did also fight for America. And we fought to continue to be enslaved. But that goes to show the same thing happened in each generation where black soldiers have fought for the United States and have been denied rights once they have served.
Yes.
Which continues.
You know what I just thought about when you brought that up, right?
What?
the book of Negroes. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character.
Bro. So he's talking about the Book of Negroes. Go check it out, guys. And Cuban Gooding Jr.'s character was an islander who owned a tavern during the Civil Rights Movement.
No, Revolutionary.
Sorry.
Yeah, Revolutionary War.
Yes, correction. Sorry. Yeah, and what that means, that was during the time when America was fighting against the British to gain their independence. Because when they first came over here, they still was citizens of the British Empire, and they had to pay crazy taxes, guys. The British was taking all their Americans' money. So it was like, you know what? We're making this our land. We're building this. Why should we give them all our money? We want to fight to keep our bread. So that's the Revelation War.
Yes.
So that's what transpired. So during this movie, he was an islander that owned a tavern. Now, hear me out. This is a black person, a black Caribbean that owned their own tavern. And this was New York before New York was actually formed, the 13 colonies. Remember, we did have the colonies, but they weren't official till the Constitution was signed. So he was in New York. And he actually ran a tavern and he fed and gave shelter to a lot of the American soldiers while they was fighting the British.
And the most and the most famous high-ranking officer of it was none other than a man by the name of General George Washington. So, now, this is my favorite part.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lily. Remember, George Washington, guys.
So, another thing that Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character was, he fought as, for the Americans. He was I guess he would be considered a rebel. He was not a redcoat. And so he fought for he was really fighting for the independence of the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
And so he really was in belief that we were going to have our independence, pretty soon, whatever the case may be. He believed that. He was right, but he was definitely wrong at the time.
He thought independence meant independence for white and blacks. But
yes.
He was wrong in that aspect.
Yes, he was completely wrong. And then, so,
long story short,
this dude,
we talk about episode 3.
Right, but this dude got pretty much caught up in George Washington's like, hey, George Washington offered him a job as a chef in his house over... We're laughing. We're not laughing at why. We're just like, bruh. Just seeing it on screen was crazy. And the way that Ajane looked at him, she was like...
Yeah, she offered him a way to go back to Africa.
Lord.
Because remember, after that war, anybody that fought for the British were able to be deported and transferred back to Africa if you fought for the British. No matter what. Americans couldn't stop that even though they won. So she basically went to him and she was like, yo, you want to go back to Africa? He's like, no, I'm going to be a cook for George Washington. We all know what happened after that.
This was the...
my theory, now I understand where George Washington got his teeth from his cook.
Yo, that's dark. I ain't gonna lie about that one. I ain't going there. She said it, not me. Surprisingly, it wasn't even me this time.
Who had perfect teeth?
He didn't. He had a bunch of teeth in that mother. Yeah, in that.
He had a lot of teeth.
He did. He had a lot of teeth.
Poor him. So, but that point being mad, sometimes you can contribute to your own demise not understanding that. And that's what they did. Being though that they did not know American history, they did not understand what was occurring and what was transpiring. Number one, those soldiers, if they knew American history, they would have known that every time blacks have fought, this has occurred, the same situations. It doesn't matter, you're a body. You also, if you would have known black history, you would have understood how to vote, because you would have understood that America was never great.
Never.
Great for who?
The white man. It's been great for
you
the
wouldn't
white
have
man.
voted against your worst interests.
Yep.
And that is sad to see. Because, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but we told you so. We told you what it was. We tried to explain, but being though that you did not know our history, you only paid attention to the propaganda. They let you are now used. They used you for the vote. They used you to round you up. They used you, and we all know this as blacks because that's the same tactics they used on us. Now, the second part of this video, how they turn the prisons into immigration detention centers. Go ahead, Looney.
Ooh, that was really interesting. One thing that they showed in this third episode was how local prisons or local jails, local prisons are able to house undocumented immigrants into being able to pretty much just hold them and detain them by using the jails. And the reason they can do it is because most of the jails and the prisons anyway are privately run, over 80%.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the United States. So the thing about it is, it's like you realize that the prison system has a deal with these counties, with these states,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be, and they're supposed to make a quota. If they're not making their quota, they're asking the states for, like, well, where's that money that we were supposed to get from the prisoners?
Yeah.
Because crime has gone down in the United States considerably. Mm-hmm. We're not as nearly as violent as we were in the last 25 years.
And the propaganda on black males has ended.
You're
not volleying us up no more.
Yeah, they're not. It's not the same. It's very different.
Mm-hmm.
But they are now, since they're not getting the same type of volume.
Yeah.
Of us going to jail and prison anymore. They have to sit there and make up that loss.
Yes.
And so now they're doing it I've noticed now with the undocumented, quote unquote,
yeah,
immigrants, or people most of these people are in the process of becoming documented or permanent residents here in the United States. I'm sorry. Most of them are pathways to that from what we've seen.
So we went from having detention centers to non-detainees to now putting them into these private prisons that basically went off of quotas. Episode 2 was about ICE's quota. Episode 3 is about the prison's quota.
Yeah, Jill.
To receive the funding from the state.
Mm-hmm. And it's very, it's just very interesting to see, to really like witness, because if you're a black person, it's just very reminiscent. You know what this looks like. And the difference is just that they can't really round us up like, they can't round us up like this. Not like this. They can't, but they can't.
To be honest, when my opinion, and please guys, don't judge me, it's misinformation, but my opinion is my presence was still filled with my people. That was the propaganda. So, I'm sitting here like they're still rounding up us, and that's what I'm focused on.
Me too.
But that is not true. And because we're so focused on thinking it is us, the tides has changed because this is what they do. The propaganda is on us, but they're actually rounding them up.
They are.
And why everybody's trying to catch up, because this is what they're... This was the scary part, was that we're catching up on the propaganda. But now our prisons are actually filled with them. And not us.
Yeah. It's not us.
And that's scary.
It is scary.
Because that means that I was caught up into another stereotype.
Both of us were.
And this is what they do.
Yep.
And before I would have noticed it.
You're right. No, you're 100%.
And that was very scary.
It is scary.
That was very scary.
It is.
Like, oh my gosh. I had to... That's something I did not know.
When they said that, I was like, hold up. I said,
And then I'm like, it makes sense because we have been fighting against that. And it makes sense of what the accomplishment of what my people have done.
Yes, and think about it because it's like it was like with these undocumented immigrants. Remember, they're just going in mostly with brown. With they go into the brown, the Latino. It's like they go if they're Latino.
It's not citizens. It's all immigrants.
Yeah.
They go through ISIS first, and ISIS say they detain. So it's not us. It's not us being round up or nothing. It has nothing to do with us.
Right.
They go through ISIS, and then they get, if they're able to be detained, non-detained, everything goes through ISIS first. So unlike us, if a police officer pulls over, then we're going to the jail. They go straight to ICE, and then ICE puts them in the detention center. Totally different process.
Yes, you're right.
So, no, they know exactly who's there.
Yeah, you're right. It's just...
It's not us.
Yeah.
They're putting them.
It's them.
Because this process goes through ICE first.
Yeah, it does.
Because our process, the reason why it doesn't go through ICE first? You know why?
We're citizens.
Exactly. That means that it has to go through the judicial court.
Yeah.
So when it comes to us, there's processing into the court system. So
and if we don't have,
you cannot sit there.
And if we don't have a record, it's just That's it.
But with them going through ICE is a gateway strictly to the detention system because they don't have to go through the courts.
They don't. You're absolutely
They're
right.
controlled by the DOJ, which is one individual. One individual has control over everything.
And you know what I just thought about?
One.
But
not a board.
Yeah.
Not a courts. Not a supreme. Not a one individual.
But remember from one of the previous episodes, I think it was episode 2 with the judges.
Yeah.
And the judges are chosen. The judges are chosen. Mm-hmm. And they're not really. And they're not partial. They're not impartial. They're not.
No.
Yeah.
Because it goes through. Everything has to be approved and goes through one final individual. Even if you appeal. Judges have no authority because the head of this department is DOJ, which is one individual. So it's one individual that has the deciding choice, and that's very dangerous. Mm-hmm. So what our process is through the courts. There's not.
No.
And it's straight to the detention centers. These private prisons have gotten over. But one thing about the private prisons were, guess who they funded by?
The people that put this man in office. Those people.
So, hear me out. I'm confused. So instead of let these people just come in here and work, and we collect our free taxes because they ain't citizens. I mean, or we house and detain them, and now I'm paying for you to detain them, and now y'all really detaining them because y'all getting subsidies. So guess what? If these private prisons are thriving off of these individuals, there's quotas, but are they trying to keep these individuals in here for longer amount of times instead of deporting them? Because you're making money every day. That's what these prisons do, off of these individuals. So you're just sucking me dry like a leech. Oh my God, Americans, wake up. Wake up, guys.
They're not the problem. Immigrants are not the problem.
Wake up, guys. We was getting free money. Let them be. Let them be. Like, come on, y'all. This not making sense.
Continue their path to citizenship and leave them alone.
This not making sense. It ain't no way that's making sense.
But
meanwhile, Americans get food stamps cut off. Americans, now you don't get child subsidies. Come on. This making sense.
Wake up.
Come on, man.
Wake up.
And this is 2026, but that documentary was what?
2020. and it was
always starts from somewhere.
And this is and mind you, the documentary. This is 2026. This documentary was filmed between 2017 and 2020.
Yes, please, guys.
So I was just like, this is at the first Trump administration. This was going on at this time.
His first time around.
And we didn't know.
This is his second time around. Don't let him do this again.
He's already doing it.
No, we're in our first year. And I think we waking up. We ain't got nothing to give. We ain't got nothing to give.
No.
To be honest, we ain't got nothing to give. So I think we waking up. See, the first time you was able to line our pockets. But this time the pocket's empty.
He's just lining his.
He's lining his. And if you don't wake up, he's going to roll out of here with the 4 years.
He's going to walk. He's going to run out of there with $10 billion.
And guys, this ain't for my blacks. Because we already know what to do. This for the others. Please wake up. We know what's coming. We can see it. We don't take advantage of the subsidies, y'all. He's going to change these laws. And he's going to suck y'all dry like a leech. And y'all not going to be able to survive if you do not wake up.
Yep. He is going to do it. And watching this episode just really shows that.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
All the same tactics that's wrapped up in a different core.
It is. And
it's the same process.
It's the same process, and it's just different because it's weird because it's
like the same president. It's during his first term, and now it's in this term. Like, yo,
it's even worse.
Same thing, y'all.
It's even worse.
He did not change. He's worse.
It's even worse, and it's worse because of the simple fact he's, it's alleged that he, that he has dementia.
So, guys, this is a different conversation, but we need y'all to hear this. He's stolen that 4.1 billion from us. He's sitting there trying to make it back with this Venezuela. He cannot. He stole money from us. And they're trying to do anything they can to replenish before his term is up.
Well, he
tried with this Venezuela, which he couldn't.
Well, no, because really he had to sit there and give money back to one of these billionaires. And now when they figured out that actually we can't, I was just like, the money, I was just like, we can't actually get any oil from Venezuela. We can't even get it. It's not even investable. So it's just like, I was just like, so it's, it's going to be some issues. There's going to be some issues right now because things aren't working out. That was like, this going into Venezuela isn't working out the way
he planned. And that's because he's trying to put back in what they already stole. Guys, this 4 years.
He's paying people back. He's just paying people back.
He's going to drain this country dry.
He's just paying people back. That's all he's doing.
You feel like he's paying people back.
He is. No, he is.
No.
He is.
No, that's your opinion. You feel like he's paying people. Yeah. Okay. Now hear me out. You feel like he's paying people back. I don't. I feel like that reserve fund he took.
The reserve fund?
Yes. He did not have to pay individuals back because it was only one individual that personally backed his campaign, which was Elon Musk.
No, but this is the thing. There's something. There's something else. And when it comes it's coming to this when it comes to this oil thing in Venezuela, because there was a big oil. Because the thing about it is, it was this whole thing with going into Venezuela was actually a kind of a promise because there was some money that was given from another. I was like from this guy, because of the simple fact of promising him going into Venezuela, and because he was interested in the oil of Venezuela.
I got you, but I feel like that it was stolen because we put the exact amount he's looking for is the 4.1 billion that which we just contribute to what?
What to the? Because
4.1 billion. What we just contribute to? It begin with an A.
Tell me.
That we said at Afghanistan.
Okay.
The Afghanistan treaty. We said that we donated that money, the 4.1 billion. I don't believe, because these seem to be the exact same numbers, that it was actually given to them. I believe he stated that and he stole that money.
Oh, you're talking about.
And he used it from, remember, the reserve funds.
Oh, you're talking about from the first administration.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he used it from the reserve funds.
Oh, you mean his
that he stated.
Oh, you talking about what his son-in-law did, that stuff.
And he used it. He stated that he used from the reserve funds, because remember, when we went into that food stamp fund, when they stopped and the government shut down and we started to say, let's use our reserve funds, what did we didn't find out? That the reserve funds was already used.
We also...
Yeah, you gotta understand, no, that whole food stamp shut down. And then states started to look into what they could do. So, and the reason why it was at 4.1 billion, I don't believe it was given anywhere. I believe, and that's our reserve funds. I believe they stole our reserved funds.
Oh I totally agree. I believe
that they're trying to repay it. And they can't. This will
I know
all that.
I completely agree with that. No, I completely agree with that. It's all connected.
Like the reason why he was shut down child care for all state, every last one state, not just what's that?
Minnesota.
There's
a lot of other states.
But you shut down all states.
Try to
prove. And what I'm saying is, these desperate attempts, Venezuela seems to me trying to pay off a debt.
No, it isn't.
And I don't think it's a debt for his campaign. I'm thinking it's a debt for what they already stole because they thought.
Possibly.
That's my personal opinion.
But this is my thing.
Either way, they're sucking us dry.
I don't think, but this is my also thing. I don't even think Venezuela really had anything.
No, they didn't. But that's why. But he's stupid, bro. No, they didn't. He's
the whole
stupid.
Administration. It's the whole administration. It's the whole administration.
No. He's stupid.
He is, but it's the whole administration.
He's in a frantic because he needs to fucking put this money back.
Yeah.
That he stole.
I know. And he can't.
The tactics that he's taking, everything, I'm watching his movements, 15 years in the military. He's frantic. He's trying to put back what he stole. I don't know how he stole it. There's so many theories, because me and Looney just had two. But he's trying to put back what he stole. And I don't think he's going to be able to, because we're wiser than that, and we're starting to understand that.
And I think it's
and guys, they're going to suck us dry, bro.
Yeah, no, they already are.
Dry.
They already are.
Yeah.
They already are.
Yeah.
Sorry, so it's just like they already are. He's there. This is what's happening. So, good job. Anyway.
And the reason why I say that too, because episode 3, at the end of episode 3, the community started to realize what these private prisons were doing and started to shut that down. So they're no longer getting the money. They're no longer getting the funding.
Yep, and that's the problem. That's a big problem.
So they're not getting every avenue that they try to take to replenish. It's being dismantled. So we have to watch out, guys.
Yeah, we do. This is a very big issue. Even though this is like this documentary came out 6 years ago, it's very relevant.
But we all know it don't just start today. It's a process. And check it out, because it lets you know the start of the process. And look at immigration now. And look where we are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's all I got. I mean, what, you got any more?
No. Episode 4.
Episode 4 is next. That was episode 3. So check it out. Immigration Nation episode 3. Take care, y'all.